Hi developers and welcome back to Java Code Academy. Stop copy paste the code. So far this course we have written all our code inside the main method. This works fine for small programs, but imagine you are building a real app like a calculator or a game. If you need to calculate a score 10 times, would you copy and paste the same code 10 times? Of course not. Absolutely not. That makes your code messy and impossible to fix. Today we are learning the solution Java method. Today we learn about the solution of Java methods. Master the fundamental building block of efficient Java programming through the methods. They key to writing clean, maintainable, and reusable code. Today, we're learning about the Java functions. A method is simply a block of code that doesn't one specific task. You write it once and then you can call it whenever you need it. This follows the most important rule in programming, D.R.Y. D.R.Y means don't repeat yourself. This is the D.R.Y. Let's move to the code repetition. The scenario, imagine you need to perform the same task like adding two numbers in five different places throughout your program. What do you what do you do? Many members, many beginners and so many members are same like this, copy and paste the same code five times. This is creates a maintainable and a nightmare. Why this fails? Your code base becomes unnecessarily large and bloated. Now fixing bugs require updating code in multiple locations. Changes must be replicated all copies and high risk of inconsistencies and errors. And move to the solution methods definition. A block of code that runs when it is called methods and reusability. Write once, call multiple times throughout your program. Also known as functions, a fundamental programming concept in any programming language like Java, C++, C or Python, also any languages. Methods are the cornerstone of efficient programming, initiated of repeating code. Your encapsulate functionality into named block that can be invoked whenever needed. This approach dramatically improves code quality, reduces errors, and makes your program easier to understand and maintain. And now I explain the basic. Let's look at the syntax. A method has four main parts. One is access modifier and return type. Next one is method name and parameters also. These four types are a method is a main part of this one. And modifier, what is a modifier? Modifier is control access and behavior of method in this class. What is the modifier? What is the modifier is here? The public static is the modifier. And return type. What is the value to return? Integer value to return. Int specifies what type of data that method returns, or void if nothing. If you specify the nothing integer or nothing else, you can simply here void use. And next one is method name. Which what is the use, what is the condition, and what is the use to method? A descriptive identifier for calling the method. This is the method name. Added numbers. And now move to the parameters. Parameters is nothing but a input values the method needs to work with. Like here too you see the I take a two parameters, int a and int b. What is the my programming is added numbers. Added numbers. I wanted to take a and a b also take. What will be the return? A plus b, the sum. Next moving to the and one example I said you. For example, if I want to add a two numbers, I create a method called add. I give it two integer as input. Inside it adds them, and finally it returns the result. Now inside my main method, I don't need to write the max logic anymore. I just type add some input values. You can take it and it write add. Like I take a 5 comma 10, and Java handles that rest. Now moving to the understanding the method components. In this is the first step towards object oriented program, which will cover soon. So open your IDEs and let's write our first custom method. And I open the first my custom method. I wanted to open the my IntelliJ ID. I wanted to how to write the function of the method and you take it. I take a one class, one Java class. You take the my descriptor is add static. What is the data type? It is an integer data type. I take a input parameters int a and int comma b. This is the my input parameters. Return what I want to get a answer. It is a return type. This is the my main method. Int a equals to 10 and b equals to 5. Now I declare the my input parameters. I given the values. What I am printing here added. What is int? I take a input of result. Result equals to add of what I am adding a comma b. Those two parameters I added in. What I want to get a result. This is the My current program is done. We want to see the output in our console. Now let's make it compile. Yeah, you can see that I get a option. I get easily 15. My answer is 15. A plus B, 10 plus 5. It is a 15. I get it. This is the use of the method and the function in any programming. Access modifiers. The public keyword determines who can call your method. Public methods are accessible from anywhere in your programming. And static keyword is the static modifier means the methods belongs to class itself, not to instances of the class. You know that the in more detail about the instance in object oriented programming language. When I move to the oops concept, then you get a much clarity about the what is instances, what is the classes, and more you get information. And method body, the code between curly braces contains the actual instruction that executes when the method is called. Method body. Each component of method declaration serves a specific purpose. The modifier controls visibility and behavior. The return type defines what come back. The name provides identity and parameters allow data to flow into the method. Together, these elements create a powerful abstraction mechanism. You understanding also a abstraction of in object oriented classes and OOPS concept. Whenever I detail explain the in OOPS concept, void versus return type. Void method is a perform an action but give anything back. Perfect for task like printing output or updating values. Since you have to see that public void, say hello. When the print condition, when I am a write condition, write a print condition, say hello, input is taken the hello. It will definitely print the hello. The method executes its task and completes without returning a value. And return type methods calculate or retrieve something and give the answer back to caller. What I retrieve the get score, what I want. Some score are there in our programming, like I want to get a score, but I use the return type. Use return score is 100, then 100 will store on the get score. The method process data and returns a specific values that can be used elsewhere. Calling method in Java. Once you defined a method, you can call it from anywhere in your programming. Where how it's work in practice. You see the main function. You see the main function. What I am here to the use the method say hello. In some added if I come, I already execute the program. Innovate the method. Use the method name followed by parentheses. Pass arguments. Provide the values that match the parameter types. Capture the results. Store the return value in a variable if needed. Use the output. Work with the returned data. Our programming. And, and move to the power of reusability. Uh, You have to write it once, define your method in a single time. You infinitely calls it many times as needed. 100% consistency, same behavior every time. It is the same behavior for every time. Methods are transforming how you write a code initiated of duplicating logic across your program. You create a single, tested, reliable implementation when you need to fix a bug or add a feature, and you update one's place, not 5, 10, or 50. This is the essence of professional software development. Key benefit of method code reusability. Write a functionality once and use it throughout your entire programming. Eliminate redundant code and reduces development time significance. Improve readability. Well-named method make code self documentation. Other developers and future you can understand what the code does at glance. Easy debugging. When issue arise, you can need to fix the problem in one location. Change the propagate automatically to method calls. Better organization. Break complex problem into smaller manageable pieces. Each method handle one specific task, making your code modular and maintainable. Remember the dry. Dry is nothing but a don't repeat yourself. Once create method for reusable functionality. Call anywhere. Innovate the methods whenever you need to them. Maintain easily. Update in one place, fix everywhere. Methods are the foundation of clean, efficient Java programming. Master them and you will write a code that easier to read, debug and maintain. Your future self will thank you. You write the logic on time and you use it million times. This makes your code cleaner, shorter and easier to debug. Want to master in Java? Subscribe to Java Code Academy. Please like the video and share, subscribe.